I finally feel ready to record this video. I know how much of a problem is porn addiction among young men, but I felt that I'm not ready myself to talk about this while my life wasn't getting better in this manner. Up until, I don't know, this week, when I can tell you that I'm sure that trajectory of my own problem is getting better. So now I am ready to spit out every part of information and facts I've gained throughout last weeks or even months, taken into one very meaningful full guide about how to stop watching porn. Today, in 8 steps, I will talk about everything I know, every part of the moment of relapsing, every part of before and after, every aspect you can implement to maximize the chance of getting free. And today, I hope that you will even be able to create your own date when you will be clear, when you will be free of porn. So, not to waste that much of your time, step 1 is to change your identity. From this moment, you can't see yourself as a person who is trying to quit porn. Because you shouldn't be trying to quit porn. From now on, you are just a person who doesn't watch porn. I don't do it. I don't do it. It may be a bit delusional, because me and you know that relapsing is like a bit of natural, and that we fail, and that we will fail probably hundreds of times. So it is a bit delusional. But quoting Andrew Tate when he was talking about fighting 10 men, he said that if he gets a bit of delusional talking to himself that he is able to take 10 men in a fight, 10v1, it increases his chance of winning the battle. And if he even talks to them in this delusional way, some of them may even believe that what he says is possible. Where realistically, 10 versus 1, no matter who we are talking about, chances are really low. But if getting delusional about this thing gets you bigger chance, you should go for it. And that's what we're doing here. Don't think of being delusional, just change your identity of being a person who doesn't watch porn anymore. Now it might not work, of course, as I've said, but with time it will definitely help you change the way you're behaving. Also, let's talk about something different. Let's talk about smoking. You have 2 people on the same party. Both of them are trying to quit smoking for, let's say, the last week or something. And the one says that he don't smoke. Their friends offer him, hey, do you want a cigarette? No, I don't smoke. Okay. They go to the other one, just, talking and stuff. Hey, do you want a cigarette? Oh, no, I'm trying to quit. No, it's not for me anymore. I'm trying to quit. And him not being precise makes him think and analyze. Well, maybe I can smoke this one. Also, they're telling to him, they see that he's not sure, so yeah, maybe take only this one, smoke with us. That's how people work. Don't be mad at it, but people will probably want bad for you. Not in the matter of exactly wanting bad for you, but they don't want others to be better than you. Because if you see that someone does better than you, you will try to get them down so your own ego isn't hurt. That's kind of a natural way of work. So don't be mad at them, but that's how people work. So the person who is only trying to quit smoking is way more likely to fall into the trap of taking that cigarette and messing up the thing he said that he is trying to stop doing, instead of just, I don't smoke. And in our case, I don't watch porn. Step 2, accountability. accountability will be very important for you because many people do this mistake of looking at the problem in a short term. You analyze only 1 week, for example, or even close, even less. You analyze 3 days that you've managed to relapse only once or 2 times, I don't know. Also, this guide is for people no matter at what level you are and how serious is your problem. I don't know if you want to relapse once a week and want to improve that, or if you are so bad and so down the rabbit hole that you can go without popping every single day. No matter who you are, this is for you. Accountability will help you for it and how to be accountable about it. You have to get something like a habit tracker. It can be an application on your phone or a sheet of paper where you separate every day and make a place to mark an X when you've done something or didn't do something. And I want you to stop counting, not counting. Counting is the bad word. Start noting. If you relapsed on that day, you mark nothing. If you haven't, mark X. And with time, you will have something like a database of how it looks for you. Because counting it in 1 week would be bad, because everyone could have a worse week, mess once, where you've usually managed to keep it on 2, but this week you've messed up and slept bad because of X something, and you've done it 4 times. If you count in a week period, you just see that you've failed completely and you're all down with your emotion. If you look at it on the wider perspective, you're able to see how really it looks for you. Because, we all have worse periods. And what matters is the general trajectory. And it can only be seen with the bigger amount of time. With having your accountability planner made, if you still haven't done it while listening to me, go and make it, pause the video and download an app, just any app called Habits. It will literally do great for you. That's what I use. After you've done that, we go to step 3, long-term plan. This is your moment of truth to yourself. And this is the moment of genuine and great truth, because now we are going to find the date when you are able to be free. It may sound a bit delusional, but I believe that the date that is my main goal is set and I will be free by the day. Because when you see, after checking in your accountability planner, how much, for example, you relapse in a month, put your greatest effort to do it 1 time less next month or 2 times less. So if you relapsed 17 times last month, now go for 15. And try your best to do 15 next month. If you manage to, or if you've done 16, progress, you're good. Next month, 2 times less, 14. 2 times less, 12. 2 times less, you failed, you've done 11. You failed once, 11. You try 2 less. So you try again, 2 less. Still 11 because you failed. Okay, go further. 2 less, you managed to get 10. Great, progress. With time, with, I don't know, 6, 7 months, and you're already from 17 to 10. It's like almost a half. And when I tell, I've planned for myself going 2 times every month with 2 months of, how to say it, 2 months of extra time if I fail. So instead of going 2 times, I'll go 1 time, maybe. I don't know. But if I would go 2 times a month down every month, I will be free by the end of January next year. So I can promise to you, and that is my genuine goal, that by me turning 20 at the end of March, I will be free from porn. That's like half a year from now. And you've probably struggled about quitting porn for the last couple of years. And that's the approximate time of how long people are struggling. Years. Even if you are down the rabbit hole so badly, and you go with this plan, it will take you probably around a year. Some of you may get turned down now because I wanted a quick fix so I can be free in 2 months, it's too long. Man, you've tried for years. There is no such quick fix. There is no such quick fix for you. But isn't 1 year or half a year or a couple of months, depending on what level you are, already very quick, taking into consideration that you've probably passed since you were 12? I think that's the time we as kids are shown this. This is disgusting, but that's how the world works right now. And now you're, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, and still trying. Couple of years. 1 year or even half a year isn't that long, man. So, actionable step about this part. Count, like, going down, let's say 2 times every month. Set a certain direct goal when you will be free. So, I will be free of porn by this day. You can even write this down in your journal or somewhere else. Okay, so now from going on a general look on it, we are going to the section where we will talk about a certain one relapse. So step 4, defeat the urge. Because you will get urged thousands of times, I believe, and you've already been thousands, if not tens of thousands. So next time you get an urge to watch porn and you realize before it's too late, which will be great, think about something pleasurable. Just this simple. So, I don't know, it can be any good memory. So anytime you will be thinking like, you get the thought about, maybe I should watch porn. And then you realize that you get the thought and immediately you start thinking about something positive. So, I don't know, it can be a goal you scored in a football match with your friends 6 years ago. It can be good conversation you had at the gym with a random person today, with a person who spotted you, for example. It can be something pleasurable from your childhood when you used to play with your mother, for example. Anything that is pleasurable. David Goggins talked about something similar in his book Can't Hurt Me, where he called it cookie jar. But in this matter, it was more about your successes. And this is also a good way. In the book, he talked about using his cookie jar in a bit of a different way, but I can see it working here too. So you find out your every small and big success, no matter what it was. And anytime you struggle, you grab one cookie, so you grab one victory of yourself. And it brings this amount of positive memories and positive emotions to your life that you're able to resist the urge or just defeat the problem. Also, what you can do after you get that urge and you realize, I would advise you taking a step back from technology for a while. So when you get the urge and you realize, turn off the phone screen. You're not looking at any icons or any photos on Instagram. I don't know, tilt back from a computer and start thinking about this pleasurable thing. Like, don't think about this thing looking into the screen, something that probably caused you to urge. That would be stupid. So, a About this step, anytime you get an urge to watch porn, start thinking about something positive. Step 5. Defeat the future urge. You can do two things. At first, after you get the urge about something you've seen, for example, on Instagram, on your phone or computer screen. I'm showing this because here is my computer screen with the script of the video, so not to be mistaken. After you get an urge because of looking at a certain photo, you can just unfollow the person who posted that photo. Because why would you keep something that makes you relapse, keep on your main page? I mean, why would you even use social media? But if you still have to use them, get rid of everything that can cause you relapsing in the future. Like, put a shield on your future you of getting rid of that one setback. Time after time after time after time, you are able to set yourself in a way better environment than your present you is. So, anytime you see something that causes you relapsing, or just getting an urge, think about what it was and get rid of it completely from what you can see and what you can sense. Second thing is your feelings. Because most of the time, I think that 90% of the time, you get an urge because of only 3 feelings. Boredom, loneliness, and sadness. Those are the 3 feelings that when come, we are way more likely to get an urge. So, when you are only able to start researching, thinking about, and doing things that can help you remove those feelings from your life. So, do something to get rid of boredom. So, I don't know, take up a new hobby or something. About loneliness, train your social skills and make yourself some new friends, maybe on the gym. And about sadness, just practice mindfulness, practice stoicism, so you're more happy about small things in your life. That's my genuine advice. So, if you manage to get rid of those 3 feelings, and you are able to get rid of things that caused relapse in the past, you are definitely way more likely to relapse in the future, and definitely to relapse from the same reason. Step 7. Pride for success. This is easy. When you only managed to get, 2 days free in a streak past month, and now you've managed to get 4 days once, it's definitely a success. And you have to be proud from your success, because the feeling of proud definitely sets you ahead of anyone else who is around you and is not proud. That feeling creates something special in our bodies that makes us go for what we've already achieved again and again and again. So be proud and happy from your every success, and success can be this small. Success can be this small thing that comes to your cookie jar mentioned in the previous previous part of this video, sorry. Also, if you manage to get that success, you already know and are sure that you are able to achieve it again. So, as simple as that. And last, step 8, post-relapse framework about your report. Because I advise you to do a report every time you fail. So, in any notepad app, maybe I use Notion for that, but I use Notion for many things also. For example, now I'm reading from Notion the script of the video, but that's not the thing. Find anywhere where you can write. It can be on your phone or journal, anything. And every time you relapse, every time you fail, answer certain questions about what you've already done. Mine are, for example, why exactly have you failed? And what can you do not to fail in the same situation in the future. You have to be harsh and honest about what happened. You have to almost feel the pain about what happened, and you shouldn't do it almost immediately after relapsing. Be honest with yourself, because when you are able to be honest with yourself and answer such kind of questions, because you should create your own framework. I can tell you definitely and exactly what questions should you ask yourself, but trust me when I say that when you find your own answers to those questions, and you find your own questions that work for you, you are able to put that shield on the future you, that when the same situation happens, you are more likely to protect yourself from it. This will literally, every time this will discourage you a little bit from the next relapse. The little bit is not much, up until we realize that compounding hundreds of failures will create massive results. That was a good video. I hope that you will be able to get yourself free and benefit the most of it you are even able to. So if you found this video beneficial and meaningful, be sure not to miss out on any others, so leave a subscribe under this video. Also leave a comment if it was good for you. You can write if you learned something new, something important, if you knew something, if your own journey learned you something that I haven't talked about and can help others. Also, I would be very grateful if you left the message under this video. And now, go and make your way to a better future.